Hello students, Dr. Shiram here with you with an interesting the topic. See, look, have you ever wondered about how intelligent is a bacteria or a virus? Now, why am I asking this? See, a bacteria, especially these days, you have heard of super pathogens, right? How they develop resistance to many antibiotics. So, how do the bacteria eventually learn, the chemistry of the antibiotic in order to counter it? Okay. Similarly, how does a virus, how does it hoodwink or cheat the defense system of an host cell and get inside? How does that happen? Like, how does it, for example, a virus of the human body, how does it, cheat our immune system? How does it infect our, human body cells? So there's some intelligence involved in that, right? Some biochemical intelligence. Okay. How does the penicillin resistant bacteria, how does it, come up with beta lactamase, that enzyme, to counter the penicillin antibiotic. So there's definitely some chemical knowledge there, right? Biochemical knowledge, right? And we have taken almost our entire childhood and also a significant part of our youth, to go from high school to to college, you know, to learn biochemistry, right? So what it took us so many years to learn the biochemical processes within a cell, right? These bacteria and the virus, they seem to, they already know, right? So are they intelligent? That is the next question. See, the thing is, you can always ask this question in this way. Maybe it is not they are intelligent. Maybe the systems within them, the molecular systems within them are intelligent, right? How do they, correctly, come up with the correct logic as to how to tackle any particular situation, right? How does the bacteria know that in order to beat penicillin, right, the resistant bacteria, it has to come up with an enzyme to, destroy the penicillin, right? How does that happen? How does it happen? So they are not going to any biochemistry or organic chemistry class, right? Their systems seem to know that this is how it has to be done, right? They know the chemical logic, they know the chemical reactions and everything. So maybe the bacteria is not intelligent in the way we think ourselves to be. Maybe the virus is not intelligent, but the systems within them are intelligent. Their biomolecular systems, their DNA, all those things. It is definitely intelligent, right? It has got scientific intelligence, chemical intelligence, organic chemical intelligence, biochemical intelligence. It is there, right? That is what we are studying, right? So it's already there in the bacterial systems. So what to say then about our own system, our own intelligence, right? Our intelligence, they say, is cerebral, right? Correct. But what is in our brains? Neurons, right? Neurons and neurochemicals and transmitters. The neurons are nothing but if you go further, deeper and deeper, neurons are nothing but the cells are nothing but an agglomeration of macromolecules. So at the base of it, everything becomes molecules, right? So even our own intelligence, the basis is the molecules in our brain, correct? So it seems to me that also that intelligence is inherent in matter. So we think that it is we who are thinking and intelligent, but I don't think it's we who are doing it. The systems in our brain, the molecules in our brain, is what is making all this intellectual thinking, that we seem to think that that we are doing it. So it's a false eye, right? It's a false eye. And this is what our Vedantic philosophy also says, that, right? It is not we are not the doer, we are not the thinker, right? So intelligence is inherent in matter. Even a dead stone, something that is as dead as a stone, contains molecules which are intelligent. That's intelligence is inherent in matter. How else can you then reason all these things? That a bacteria doing like this, a virus doing like that, without going to any biochemistry classes or organic chemistry class. How is that all that happening in nature? And we are just studying about nature in chemistry class, in physics class, right, and biology class. But that's already there in nature, right? All that knowledge and all that intelligence. So in all my life experience, I think that intelligence is, in fact, I believe that intelligence is inherent in matter, right? It's a vastly superior form of intelligence, vastly superior form of intelligence beyond our, intelligence, our own intelligence, which is just a manifestation of that, a small manifestation of that superior intelligence inherent in matter. Okay. I would like to be very interested to know what you got to think on this matter, and if you got any thoughts on this, you can leave them as comments. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.